Some stories don't just entertain, they change the way you look at the world. Romance anime excels at showing us the power of a single, meaningful connection. I've curated a top 10 list of romances that are as beautiful as they are heartbreaking. Prepare for a journey that will stay with you forever. Let's get started. In a world where noble ladies are expected to be refined and delicate, Melfira Martrell is a striking outlier. Known as the monster-eating lady, she possesses a peculiar, and frankly terrifying, appetite for the flesh of dangerous beasts. While the rest of high society recoils in disgust, her life takes an unexpected turn when she captures the interest of the bloodthirsty Duke, Aristide. Their fates intertwine over a forbidden feast. Aristide, a man feared for his cold ruthlessness, finds Melfira's eccentricity not repulsive, but fascinating. What starts as a shared interest in the forbidden flavors of monsters quickly evolves into a unique partnership. Together, they navigate the dangerous boundary between gourmet exploration and romantic tension. This series is an elegant blend of gourmet fantasy and noble romance, proving that even the most unconventional tastes can lead to a truly extraordinary bond. Number 9 on our top 10 list is a fantasy romance full of surprises. May I ask for one final thing? The story centers on Scarlett L. Vendimian, a noblewoman whose engagement to the second prince is abruptly annulled in the middle of a grand ball. Scarlett is publicly humiliated, accused of being a bully, denounced by the aristocracy, and labeled the villainess in a scandalous court drama. After enduring years of mistreatment, she finally snaps. In a dramatic moment of defiance, she asks one final question. May she punch him squarely in the face? Scarlett is not merely angry. She is highly competent, with hidden strength and skills. Her rebellion is both elegant and brutal, painted with the spark of the unreal and the bite of sharp, merciless humor. With stunning animation from Liden Films, memorable characters, and a premise that subverts the classic villainous trope, May I Ask for One Final Thing? Is undoubtedly a standout anime with a captivating story. Number 8 on our top 10 list is a charming fantasy romance with a unique twist, Endo and Kobayashi Live. The latest on Tsundere villainous Lieselot. The story follows Lieselot Riefenstahl, a noblewoman who appears harsh, cold, and unapproachable, the classic villainess of an Otome game. But beneath her fierce exterior lies a deeply vulnerable girl who is hopelessly in love with her fiancé, Prince Sigwald. The twist comes from the real world. Two students begin playing the game for a school broadcast, and their live commentary somehow reaches Sigwald within the game's world, allowing him to hear their explanations about Lieselot's true feelings. What follows is a heartwarming shift as he finally understands her intentions, letting their relationship grow in a sincere and touching way. Lieselot's Tsundere reactions gain deeper meaning once her inner struggles are revealed, while the connection between the commentators and the game world adds a smart meta touch to the story. True freedom begins when you finally let go of the role the world forced you to play. Red was once a key member of the Heroes Party, but because he didn't possess a blessing powerful enough for the front lines, he was cruelly kicked out by his comrades. Deciding he has had enough of fighting, he retreats to the remote borderlands of Zoltan to start a new chapter as a simple apothecary. In this quiet corner of the world, he seeks to hide his past and simply belong. His dream of a quiet life takes a beautiful turn when a high-spirited adventurer named Rit, who knows his true past, asks to move in and help with the shop. Together, they build a peaceful sanctuary far from the chaos of war, discovering that the most ordinary moments can be the most extraordinary. It is a charming blend of fantasy and heartwarming romance that explores what happens when a hero chooses peace over glory. Sometimes, the most heroic thing one can do is find the courage to be happy. In the game of human emotions, sometimes the loudest expressions are met with the most intriguing silence. Ota is a high school boy whose every thought and feeling is written clearly across his face, making him an open book to everyone around him. In stark contrast, his classmate Kashiwata possesses a legendary poker face, remaining completely expressionless no matter the situation. Driven by a playful obsession, he makes it his life's mission to finally make her crack a smile. Whether he is pulling pranks, telling jokes, or showing kindness, Kashiwata's stoic gaze remains unmoving, or so it seems. As he continues his relentless pursuit, he begins to notice the subtle, wordless ways Kashiwata actually reacts to his presence. It is a charming and light-hearted romantic comedy that proves you don't need grand gestures or loud words to build a deep connection. Sometimes, the most meaningful conversations happen in the quiet moments between a blush and a blank stare. True talent often shines brightest when it is supporting the greatness of others. Yu is an ordinary high school student living in the towering shadow of his late mother, a legendary actress. Lacking any visible brilliance of his own, Yu finds himself living under the same roof as the three Mikadono sisters, prodigies in academics, sports, and entertainment who are adored by the entire school. While the world sees them as untouchable icons, he begins to notice the vulnerable girls behind the perfection. As he quietly takes on the role of their supporter and caretaker, he discovers that these perfect sisters are surprisingly easy to fluster and deeply in need of genuine care. His sincerity slowly melts their icy exteriors, turning a crowded household into a place filled with warmth and subtle romantic tension. It is a delightful romantic comedy that celebrates the beauty of being ordinary in a world obsessed with genius, proving that kindness is the most powerful talent of all. Sometimes, the clearest view of love only comes after you decide to stop chasing it. For years, Wataru has been hopelessly head over heels for his beautiful classmate, Aika, approaching her relentlessly with dreams of mutual affection. However, he suddenly wakes up one day with a jarring realization. He is simply not in her league, and his persistence might be nothing more than a nuisance. After his dream is shattered, he keeps his distance, choosing a strictly realistic outlook on their relationship. Paradoxically, his sudden withdrawal throws Aika into a state of total confusion. Having grown accustomed to his constant attention, she begins to wonder why the boy who once adored her is now looking elsewhere. It is a refreshing and clever romantic comedy that flips the script on unrequited love, showing how a change in perspective can completely alter the dynamics of the heart. Sometimes, letting go is exactly what it takes to be truly seen. Number 3 on our top 10 list is Seventh Time Loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. It follows a noblewoman named Riche, who, after dying repeatedly and being reborn over and over, is now living her seventh loop. Instead of another tragic fate, she decides to kick back and enjoy life, even if it means accepting a surprising proposal from the handsome prince who, in a past loop, ended up being her killer. This time, she's determined to live on her own terms and truly enjoy every moment. Along the way, she discovers how to balance her clever strategies with unexpected moments and laughter. With all the memories from her past lives, being a merchant and more, she sets her own rules. No royal pressure, just a peaceful, carefree married life. Of course, challenges and surprises await at every turn. Will she make it this time? Or will history repeat itself? Either way, it's a fresh twist on the villainous reincarnation trope, exciting and heartfelt. Some secrets are meant to be heard, even when they are spoken in a language no one is supposed to understand. Known as the school's Silver Princess, the stunning half-Russian Alisa Mikhailovna maintains a cold, perfect exterior to everyone, except her unmotivated seatmate, Masachika. To him, she lets her guard down by whispering sweet, flirtatious remarks in Russian, confident that her true feelings remain safely hidden behind the language barrier. Little does she know, he actually understands Russian perfectly, listening to every one of her blushing confessions while pretending to be clueless. As Alya continues to vent her affection and frustrations in her native tongue, the gap between her icy public persona and her private thoughts grows. This hidden dynamic creates a hilarious and charming tension that neither of them can truly escape. It is a brilliantly witty romantic comedy that plays with the art of communication, proving that the heart speaks loudest when it thinks no one is listening. The most irritating people in our lives are often the ones we find hardest to leave behind. Futaba is a hard-working office lady who is frequently mistaken for a child due to her petite stature. Her biggest source of daily frustration is her boisterous senior at work, Harumi. He is a massive and overprotective man who constantly pats her head and treats her like a kid, driving her absolutely mad. Despite her constant complaints that he is annoying, Futaba finds it impossible to ignore his genuine kindness. As they navigate the ups and downs of corporate life, the height difference between them becomes the least of their concerns. Beneath Takeda's loud exterior is a reliable mentor who always has Futaba's back, and beneath Futaba's prickly reactions is a growing warmth she isn't quite ready to admit. It is a wholesome and relatable workplace romantic comedy that finds magic in the mundane. Sometimes, the person who gets on your nerves the most is actually the one who stays on your mind.